and the Spirit of Community Award winner. This is NBC 10 News Today.
This morning, we're following two shootings within hours of each other. How Monroe police are responding to keep you safe.
And thieves leaving homeowners to sweat out this extended summer by stealing AC units. The advice from police is to keep your units secure.
Plus, a Monroe woman reaching out to NBC 10 for help after she says nothing is being done about the bed bugs in her apartment. We're knocking on doors to get answers. Good morning. It is 6 a.m. I'm Randy Ayala.
And I'm Adam McAllister filling in for Bodie Brooks.
And it's so great to have you with us on this Girl Power desk this morning. Absolutely. We're starting off October with some cooler temperatures, but Lexi tells us they are not going to stick around for long.
Yes, it's going to be nice in the mornings. However, by the afternoons, that summer-like weather is going to return, and it's going to be the same for the next couple of days until this weak front moves through, brings us a little bit rain, and that rainfall will actually help cool us down. So expect temperatures in the mid to upper 90s by later on this afternoon and getting very close to record-breaking heat for this time of the year. But as of right now, like we mentioned before, it's a beautiful start outside. Temperatures sitting in the upper 60s for West Monroe. Clear skies, dew point very comfortable at 67. That is your forecast first.
Monroe police are investigating after two juveniles were shot within 3 hours Sunday night. When officers arrived to the first shooting in the 4200 block of Elm Street, they found one male juvenile with a single gunshot wound. That victim is in stable condition and is recovering at an area hospital. Now, the second shooting happened in the 1600 block of South 4th Street around 10:30 Sunday night. That male victim had been shot as well. He was taken to a local hospital where he died from his injuries. No names have been released and no suspects have been identified. Monroe police say they have increased patrols in those areas. If you know anything about either shooting, call Crime Stoppers at 318-388-2274. And over in Strong, Arkansas, a woman is killed and two children injured in a single vehicle crash. According to Arkansas State Police, the crash happened on Highway 275. Police say 30-year-old Jordisha Betters lost control of her car while navigating a curve. That car crossed both lanes before striking a tree in a ditch. Betters was killed and the two girls inside the vehicle were injured. They were taken to a local hospital for treatment. Now, the cause of that crash is currently under investigation.
And some folks in Farmerville have been left to sweat it out after our heat wave with their AC units were being stolen. Over the last week, 4 units have been stolen from homes on Rabun Street within just 2 days. Another one was taken from a business on Marion Street, forcing the owner to buy a new AC unit. The thieves are mainly targeting window units, and Farmerville police are encouraging residents to keep their eyes open.
It seems like they're not entering the residence, they're just grabbing the units from outside and pulling them from the residence windows. These units can be sold at scrap places for small amounts of cash, and if you get enough of them, load up on a trailer, take to a scrap yard, it can have a pretty beneficial payoff.
Police say to fasten any utilities to your home and having surveillance cameras are always a good idea. If you see anybody snooping around your neighborhood, call police immediately.
All right, well, we hope this story doesn't make you itch too bad this morning. A case of bed bugs has one Monroe resident wanting a refund and some accountability.
She tells NBC 10's Chelsea Jones she can't sleep tight because the bed bugs bite.
It's been around for almost 90 years. Once esteemed as Hotel Francis, today called Francis Tower, an affordable living facility in Monroe. But beyond these walls are some unwelcome guests.
These are bed bugs.
A resident since 1996, Johnny Smith says she first brought the bedbug problem to management's attention in April. But she says they didn't do anything until last week.
So I turned the cover back, and there was 2 bed bugs at the foot of the bed.
So I went to ask about it.
I'm Chelsea. Is the manager available? I cannot give you a comment, but I can refer you to my executive director.
Executive Director of Monroe Housing Authority, William Smart, declined to be on camera, but was very willing to address Smith's concerns. He says bedbugs are real, and they can come from anywhere. Smart says a heat and chemical treatment was done on Wednesday, September 25th, and no traces of bedbugs were found. But the proof is in the bag, and Smith is fed up.
Oh, it don't take but 1 bed bug to hatch up to 500 eggs.
Now she wants her money back for the cleaning supplies she had to purchase and for pain and suffering. In Monroe, Chelsea Jones, NBC 10, your local news leader.
Now, William Smart gives this quote that reads in part, "We are passionate about our residents, and we wouldn't want residents to live in any conditions that we would not want to live in ourselves." For the full statement and more pictures of Smith's bed bug problem, head to our website, marklemis.com.
The city of Hamburg has recently been awarded a grant to make improvements to their water systems. The city received over $1 million from the United States Department of Agriculture Rural Housing Services. The funds will add new users to the water system and restore ones that are existing. It's been 19 years since the last update to Hamburg's water systems. Many residents in the rural areas weren't able to benefit from those improvements.
In the rural areas, you've got trees, and you know what happens when trees fall on power lines. So invariably, when there's a storm, people lose electricity, which means they lose power to their wells, which means they don't have water.
If your area would like to be serviced by the city's water system, contact Hamburg City Hall.
And a heads up, if you plan on filling up your gas tank in Arkansas, now it's going to cost you more. Starting today, the gas tax is increasing 3 cents a gallon. The tax on diesel will increase to 6 cents per gallon. Now, the increases are a result from legislation that was signed by Governor Asa Hutchinson back in March. The sales tax increase will go towards improving state roads and highways.
And early voting began over the weekend, and the candidates for governor joined their constituents at the polls. Governor John Bel Edwards and Eddie Rispone headed to the polls Monday for primary election. We're just 11 days away from the official election, which is October 12th. Recent polls from We Are America show Rispone now holding the second place spot with 23%, which is a 7% increase from last poll. Congressman Ralph Abraham dropped to 17%. Edwards still holding a lead with 47%. If no candidate gets more than 50% of the vote, the top two will run against each other on November 16th.
I'm always happy to see people vote, and you know, sometimes we go through election cycles and you have a relatively low turnout. I think this is a good omen that we're going to have a really good turnout this election. That's one of the reasons why we feel good about this election as well, is the more educated, the more informed they are, the more obvious the choice is going to be.
The best part about all this is meeting people, seeing the enthusiasm of people really excited about someone like me running. So, you know, someone that can really make the difference. You know, not the traditional candidates, and a business person who can really move our state forward. So that's been very positive.
And just a reminder, early voting will run to Saturday, October 5th. Those hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m.
All right, well, still to come on NBC 10 News today, new names being ensnared in the impeachment inquiry into President Trump.
Who the House has subpoenaed and what they're looking for next. But first, here's Lexi with your commute cast.
If you're heading out the door early this Tuesday morning, road conditions are looking very good. Probably not seeing too many cars out on the road. Temperatures are feeling very pleasant right now in the mid to upper 60s. However, these temperatures are not going to be sticking around for very long. We are expecting highs to get back up into the mid to upper 90s by later on this afternoon. A few areas could get close to record-breaking heat, especially for this time of the year. We'll have all the details coming up in your complete forecast. You're watching NBC 10 News today.
News sponsored by Homeland Bank.